To begin our project, we'll start up with a local setup so we can run Vue.js on our own computer. For this, we'll make use of a build tool called Vite, and Vite was in fact created by Evan New, who also created Vue.js. This build tool will allow us to make use of Vue single file components, which is when we write a part of our website called a component into a single file. This will keep things nice and organized for us when we are creating our project, but it also means we need a build tool to take all of these separate pieces or components and bundle them together to make our app. Vite also gives us many other benefits, such as a development server, hot module replacement, which will instantly update the project in the browser without needing to refresh the page when we make a change. There's also many other advantages too. You will need to install Node.js if you have not already done so, and you can do this from nodejs.org. Go ahead and download the latest version for your operating system. I'm using a Mac, but if you are using Windows, it should automatically detect this too. If not, just click on the other downloads. This download will also include npm, which we'll use to set up our project, and also add packages as we need them. Next, over to the terminal, which you can use a standalone terminal if you prefer, or you can use the one built into Visual Studio Code. For simplicity, this is the one which I will use. So go into Visual Studio Code, into the options, terminal, and then new terminal. We now have this terminal at the bottom, which we can use to write commands. If you are new to the terminal, it's nothing to worry about, we just need a few simple commands. You can use the terminal to navigate your computer's files and folders, just like you can do with the mouse by clicking inside of a window. Here though, we use commands, and we'll need to navigate into where we want to add our project. I'm going to keep it simple and add it to the desktop for easy access. Currently, I'm in the home directory for my user, and we can use the ls command to list all the files and folders inside this directory. Then we can use the cd command to change into any of these directories which we want to. For me, it's going to be the desktop, which we can see listed here. So cd to change in to the desktop. This is also case sensitive. Hit enter, and we can now see we're inside of the desktop directory. But if you want to, you can change into any other directory which you want to. But just before we create the project, we need to double check that we have node and npm correctly installed. To do this, we'll type in node-v, which stands for version, and we'll see returned back the version number which is installed. My current version is number 18, and you will need at least node version 15 to continue. So if you see any version number above 15, you are good to go. But if you see an error message or a warning, you will need to go back and make sure node is correctly installed. Next, we can double check npm. So npm-v, and we don't see any issues here. To create a Vue.js project using Vite, we need to run this command. This is npm init vue at latest. Hit enter. It's asking us to install the following packages, which is create Vue. This is fine. So press Y or hit enter. And then we're asked a series of questions. First of all, the project name. Mine will be Pizza Planet. You can change this if we want to. We're not going to make use of TypeScript, so we'll hit no. We don't need JSX support, so we'll go for no. Do we want to add the Vue router? Yes, we do. We'll take a look at this soon. Do we want state management? We're going to select no, since we'll use the state management inside of composable files. And we'll also take a look at how to do this throughout the class. We won't be covering testing, so we'll hit no and no. ESLint, that can be yes. It's up to you. Prettier, yes. Good, and we are now all done. So remember that earlier we used the cd command to change into the desktop directory. Well, now we've created a new directory called Pizza Planet, and this is now inside of our desktop. So what we need to do, as it says here, we now need to change into the Pizza Planet directory. So cd pizza-planet, or the project name of your choice. We then need to run npm install, which will install all of the packages we need for our Vue project. Good, the packages are now all installed, and to start up our development server, we need to run npm run dev, hit enter. This will then give us a web address to open up inside the browser. We can copy this, or command or control click, which will open us up inside of the browser. So this is our project starter, meaning everything is working correctly. And since we set up the Vue router, which we're going to talk about a little bit more later, we'll also see a home and an about link to switch between.